there for the right time. Yeah, yeah. You might have lost how strong I am. You might have lost who that I am. I'm unstoppable. I'm a push up with no breeze. I'm invincible. I'll be there to see your way. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries to play. I'm so confident. I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. All the eyes she could see, all the need inside. It took away the proper street from a prophet on the street. Now she's stronger than you know. Her heart is steel starts to glow. All his eyes will be told. He's like a working soul. All the kicks and all the blows, don't ever let it show. She's stronger than you know. You've been fighting all night. You've been working every day and night. It's now a superhero that you can fly. Every hour, everything, power. She got knives in the heart, the fire in the soul. She got the peace in his belly, that's so hard to control. Giving something to a chance, take the time to go. Lock up and stop, take a jump and go. Touch the fire in the soul, hearts in his belly, hearts in his belly, that's so hard to control. Used to take it to the snakes, but the flow, flow. Now that I'm back, stand back, watching it go.
It may look like it is just a short distance, but the hard work they put in behind is imaginable. That's right, everyone present knows that if a person wants to achieve success, they must do a lot of preparation work. Regardless if it was logical or spiritual, only by setting the most correct direction for oneself will they be able to move forward without hesitation. Now, to become a Diamond One Star is not just about performance, but also about how to reset yourself back to zero. Leave your past behind and restart with a new mindset. And only by achieving these things can you start to become successful. Once again, let us applaud and congratulate the leaders who are getting recognized now at the center of the stage. Let us put our hands together for our General Manager of Riway Philippines, James Strong, to present recognition.
where they are today. And the exciting thing is the journey will continue even further than that with more rewards to reap.
Ooh, that's really exciting. And I really can't contain my excitement for what we have in store for tonight. And I can also notice that most of your inspiration is coming from our leaders, especially our leaders here in this fun.
They're waving these beautiful trophies right now, which is actually kind of shaped like a shooting star. If you noted, they're absolutely beautiful, and I think it's very symbolic as well because they are the stars of the night too. And the fact that their trophies are shaped like a shooting star canvas, you know how rare those shooting stars are, right?
Very rare.
You only come across them once in a while, so it's about grabbing those rare opportunities and making the most out of it. They may have wished all that before on a shooting star, but they also put in the work to make it all happen.
Oh man, help myself. So I really love the way you said that. And it's so symbolic. Did you just say that right now?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, just sitting there with all of our Diamond 1-star friends and peers off stage, seeing how happy and accomplished they feel, this is what it's all about. Because of course you put in all the work, but you don't see the reward right away. That's the whole point of it, is that patience is a virtue. You keep hustling until you get to that point where you're finally able to stand up on stage, be a shining star, example to all the other friends that we have watching you today. And we are all so proud of them, and we cannot wait for many, many more rewards to come for every single one of you in this room tonight.
Wow, just amazing. I don't even know what to say anymore. You said everything. I really love that. It's so right on point.
I think especially in this day and age, with everything that we've gone through the past couple of years as well, with all the challenges that we've had to face, it's really no joke to be able to feel accomplished, to be able to provide for those that you love, to be able to really feel that you have reached that level of success, and still want more with the support of your peers, which is absolutely essential, Candace. The whole theme of us being a team, which was mentioned earlier when we opened the show, is I think crucial in this because you can't do this on your own. You truly need the support of many people, and if you're looking for that team that is hard to find, well, look no further because they're right here in this room with you.
It's like what you said a while ago in my opening speech, not about the perfect individual, but the perfect team. You really need all your leaders, your colleagues to help you out.
Yes, so take as many photos and videos from tonight and share them with all your friends outside of this as well to show them just how much you've come and how far you've come rather, and how much more you're willing to do.
And it's really great. If you've noticed, even our supreme leaders, they're also very supportive of our Diamond 1-star participants.
Yes, sirree. Thank you very much once again, and a big, big thank you to Mr. James Strong. You see them all walking away now with those beautiful trophies. Well deserved.
Yeah, you can be the greatest, you can be the best. You can be the king card banging on your chest. You can be the world, you can be the one. You can talk to your door banging on his door. You can throw your hands up, you can be the punk. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks. You can be a master, don't wait for love. Dedicate yourself, you can find yourself. Sing the Hall of Fame. And the world's gonna know your name. It's a world where I'm proud and the world's gonna know your name. You can be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. Go the distance, you can run a mile. You can went straight through hell with a smile. You can be a hero, you can be cool. Facing all the records that you never keep up. Do it for your people, do it for your pride. Never even know, never even try. Do it for your country, do it for your name. This is gonna be a day when you're standing in the Hall of Fame. And the world's gonna know your name. It's a world where I'm proud of fame. And the world's gonna know your name. To be in the Hall of Fame. Champion,
Determination pushes her to seek for answers to the difficulties and obstacles that come her way.
To share a little bit, several nights ago, I think, I was looking for a restaurant that would close late, looking for food. And I came across this restaurant, which I had known since I was in high school. And let's hide this restaurant's name. Okay, let's call it Aristocrat. And this is not paid advertisement, but they have the best chicken barbecue in town. And I remembered while eating barbecue, I remembered how I got to know this restaurant. And so let's go back way, March of 2009, when I graduated from high school. See, on that day, on the day of my graduation ceremony, my mother could not come with me because the only money left in her pocket was enough for fare, jeepney fare for one person. The money she had left was only enough for me to get to my school and go back home, talking about what their plans would be after. I was supposed to go home straight after my graduation ceremony. But then, I have a best friend who was then so good to me, and her entire family invited me to go to the restaurant with them. And so that morning, our Team Supreme Pegasus 3 Elizabeth may not have been there during my graduation ceremony. But it wasn't a lonely experience at all. Because I was able to eat a very good chicken barbecue. And not only that, but my friend's family even gave me takeaway so that I could bring food to my mother and celebrate with her at home. And a lot of us, we have survived all these years because of good people around us. Pwede bang palakpakan natin yan? And so I kept this story inside all these years. And that is why 6 years ago, March of 2017, when I first attended my very first event inside Riway International, an event exactly like this in Taipei, Taiwan. It's called the Leaders Recognition Night. I saw men in their black suit, and I saw thousands of them go up the stage to receive their trophies and to receive their awards. And I saw men in their black suits wearing happy faces. And they were all looking very successful. They were all looking rich and happy and fulfilled. And that day in March of 2017, I vowed to myself that one day I will go up the stage and I will look happy, fulfilled, and successful. And today, I am not alone, because inside this room are thousands of Filipinos who are happy, successful, and fulfilled because of Riway International. But you see, we have to understand why people become successful inside Riway. Tama ba? See, the people who go up here the stage are not successful just because of talent. They're not successful merely because of skills. Because skills you can master over time.
Yes.
But they are successful today, two things. Because they are persistent. And like what James has said, because they are stubborn. When everybody else believes that they do not deserve to be that they are not worthy of success, Riway says you are worthy of success. Pwede bang palakpakan natin si Riway? But to master skills, to be talented, and to be persistent, these are still not enough. Because if we are in an environment that is not designed to help people achieve success, then all of these things will be put to waste. The very reason why thousands of people are able to go up the stage happy, fulfilled, and successful, it's because from the very beginning, Riway International is designed to help and teach people become successful. So, March of 2017, kanang ginaingon nga, wag yun kayo nahibawan, patingoy-tingoy mong dagway. Sa mga wala nakasabot, okay, paki-translate na lang sa katapad na to. That day, I realized that if I continue to do nothing, that if I continue to just let things happen to me, then I would be in a far worse situation. And so that same day, I decided to do the most sensible thing, and that is to let go of all my fears and doubts, and that is to trust Riway's system. That day, I painted a very clear image of what would become of me months from then, years from then. I painted an image, and I never looked back. And today, Team Kayumagi is Team Supreme Pegasus 7. And a lot of Filipinos as well are becoming successful. See, sometimes we dwell so much on what we would lose that we lose sight of the things that we could possibly gain. March of 2017, I had nothing to lose. I had nothing to lose but my fears and doubts and the chains of poverty. Today, we are where we are today because of Riway International. Pwede bang palakpakan natin si Riway International? After 6 years so far of doing this business, earlier this month, I'm very much grateful that I was invited to a date with the boss, 36,000 feet above sea level, on his private jet, flight from Taipei, Taiwan to Manila, Philippines. And during that flight, I don't know why, today I already consider myself half Chinese. You know why? Because I'm already so good at using chopsticks. And so on that plane ride, when the flight attendants served us sushi, sushi, right? It's not Chinese food, but still you use chopsticks, right? I was so confident to eat boss seated across me. But I don't know why, after all these years of using chopsticks for the first time, wala na shoot ang sushi sa akong bakbak, natagak tanan sa akong sinina. And so that night, I decided not to eat anymore. So when I got home that night, I opened the fridge, I opened the cabinet because I was so hungry, remember? And the only thing that I could find was 555 sardines. And at that night, I was the luckiest girl on earth, flying solo with the boss, cloud nine. But then when I got home, I was eating sardines and I was laughing to myself. Because people would think of you so highly. Private ride with the boss. But what they don't know, but now you know, I was eating sardines that night. But I tell you, it was the best sardine experience my whole life. And I was eating sardines. And I remembered the story that our general manager, James Chong, once shared me. It's the story of the catfish. Have you guys heard of the story of catfish?
Yeah!
So, a long time ago, there was a fisherman who would catch sardines. And for several years, he would try a lot of methods on how to keep these sardines alive. But every time, from the sea to the port, every time he would look at the sardines, everything is dead. And so one day, upon traveling to the port, ready to sell his one full ice box of sardines, he was very much surprised to find that for the first time in forever, all of the sardines were alive. And so he took out the sardines one by one, very surprised and wondering how come they're all alive. And at the bottom of the ice box was a catfish. Turns out that catfish loves to eat sardines. And the reason why the sardines were alive, it's because they were all fighting for their lives because they were all chased by the catfish. Pwede bang palakpakan natin yan? Why am I sharing this? See, I just realized that a lot of Filipinos, including myself, we would always live at the mercy of others. And people would ask me, how do we become successful? And to be completely honest, we may not always find the right words. We may not always find the most motivating or inspiring words. But one thing I can tell you, I have a catfish. And my catfish is that aristocrat story. Which means that my catfish is I don't want to live at the mercy of others because all my life I was living at the mercy of others. Today, if you are a wife and you are not making any money, I'm sorry to break it to you, but you are at the mercy of your husband. Today, if you are a child, newly graduate, and you are not making any money, I'm so sorry to tell you, but you are at the mercy of your parents. Today, if you are sick with a serious illness, I'm sorry to tell you, but you are at the mercy of your disease. All my life, I was at the mercy of friends. I was at the mercy of people I know. But because of Riway International, I think we are no longer at the mercy of anyone. To the people inside this house, paint a very clear picture of what you want to become months from now or years from now. Because eventually, we become who we think. We become what we always think of ourselves. But please, all these trophies and all these awards are just but mere tangible proof of hard work and effort. Tama ba? Because the boss says that true success is when you are no longer working for money. The boss says, Mr. Lincoln Hong says, that true success is when you build your own success building on the success of the people who surround you. Pwede bang palakpakan natin yun? Today, Philippines! Do not be at the mercy of anyone. Work so hard that you will no longer be at the mercy of the husband or the wife or the children or your disease or your poverty. Because today, Riway International is making a way for us. Today, work not only for money, work not only for the stage, but work for freedom. That sense of significance and purpose and meaning and value, because these things nobody will ever be able to take away from you. So today onwards, imagine 3 months from now or a year from now, what will become of you. And I hope that you don't only dream of this stage. I hope that you dream of becoming a person of freedom, a person, a true winner inside Riway International. And so, once again, congratulations to all of the star achievers and the team elites inside this house. For your success is a proof to people outside that Riway is real. And to the entire Philippines, do not lose hope and do not easily give up. Because remember, Riway is always finding ways to give everybody an equal chance of becoming successful. And so today, everything that Riway is doing is to help us become number one in the future. Are you excited, Philippines? You know, 6 years ago, I dreamt of flying to Taiwan to work as a factory worker. But today, because of Riway International, I and the team and the entire Riway Philippines will be flying abroad, no longer to work, but to become business leaders around the world. And these are the things that we have to look forward to. Mayang gabi sa tanan, and see you at the top, Riway Philippines! Mabuhay!
I go for everything. You up me down, but I got up. Already pushing off the dust. You hear my voice, you hear that sound. Life doesn't gonna shake me down. You help me down, but I got up. Already cause I'm ready up. I see it all, I see it now. I got the eye of the tiger, fire, dancing through the fire. It's higher, champion, and you're gonna hear me louder, louder than the lion. It's higher, champion, and you're gonna hear me louder. Now I'm floating like a butterfly, singing like the bee, I heard the strike. I went from zero to my own hero. You held me down, but I got up. Hey, already pushing off the dust. You hear my voice, you hear that sound. Like gonna shake the ground. You held me down, but I got up. Hey, get ready 'cause I'm heading up. I see it all, I see it now. I got the eye of the tiger, fire, dancing through the fire. 'Cause I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar louder, louder than a lion. 'Cause I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar.
Team Air Papa successfully attained
2 elite 3 stars for 3 consecutive months.
Let's now give a round of applause to our Team Elite Combo! Let's give a round of applause to our Team Elite Phoenix!
For many years, we know
Ladies and gentlemen, by Mr. Harrington once again to join us for a quick photo op. Congratulations to our Team Elite Phoenix!
Give up, no, I won't give in till I reach the end and I start again. No, I won't leave. I wanna try everything. I wanna try even though I fail. I won't give up, no, I won't give in till I reach the end and I start again. No, I won't leave. I wanna try everything. I wanna try even though I fail.
Romilly Lapoño, Janet de la Sena, Theodore Tom, and Jose Alvin Tortillo. And Sena, and Bonifacio Tortillo Jr. Joel Galas, Sui Meng, and Dedalyn Montes.
Captain IBC the next recognition. Dedalyn Montes, next recognition.
Let's have IBC take a group photo with our Team Elite Pegasus.